Well, welcome to my home. My name is Belcher, and I want to inspire you to do things that you might not think you can do. And we're going to talk about maybe an ugly room you have. For instance, when I first moved here in Atlanta, I moved in this house. It was pretty bare. Really creamy, buttery walls. Every room in the house was that same color. So I kept thinking, wouldn't it be fun to do something crazy to add a little spice to the house? So I was doing this series of paintings with close-ups on vegetables and fruit. And I thought, I did this one with lemons. I thought, wouldn't that be a hot mural in the dining room? So this was actually my inspirational piece for the whole house. Talking about inspirational pieces. Of course, I painted the lemon mural here in the dining room. And not everybody can do that. I understand that. However, if you found a piece of art you like, go buy it. If there's some fabric, buy it. Use that to tie the rest of your room together. It's such a perfect analogy. You know, when life gives you lemons, some people make lemonade. Well, I decided to paint them on my dining room wall. So I've used this actually as my inspirational piece for my dining room and kitchen area. So as you can see, there are 4 major colors in the mural. I have the yellow, white, green, and black. So I'm trying to use colors that either complement with those colors or are those colors. I thought, wouldn't it be great to have some green drapes to kind of pull in everything? So I actually was at IKEA and I found these really cool, like 94-inch green drapes. So I hung them here and it actually kind of anchors the room and it brings in more of that green. So it's not just the lemons overbearing the room, it just kind of, everything kind of flows together. So again, with the wall here, I was like, I need to do something else with the rest of the dining room. So I went with this really movement with the leafy, feathery things you see along the wall. So it kind of plays along with the theme of round, movement, playful dining room with the giant lemons here. And of course, to anchor the floor here and to cover up this really ugly terracotta tile, don't look at it, I put this really cool cream wool rug, and it kind of brings in anchors the room and brings in a little more color from this hideous floor. I actually was at my grandmother's house, and she passed away about 2 years ago, and they told me, Barry, take whatever you want, and I was like, I really want the chandelier she had in her dining room. It's an antique chandelier, very simple, plain, and I've always wanted to kind of dress it up. So finally, now that I have it, I hung it here in my dining room and actually put these little black shades on it with little green beads to, again, tie in the color theme here. So just something like this really dressed up the chandelier. And I hung these other little green beads on the little hooks here. I actually found Christmas ornament hooks and wired the beads to where they don't fall out and just hook it around the hook. And then it just really dresses up the chandelier here. So I really wanted something really cool for a placemat, and I didn't want just a typical thing you can buy in the store. So I found this crazy leopard fabric that actually feels like real leopard skin. I don't know who left this in this house, but it's great. So all I did is actually just cut out a crazy amoeba shape and made, like, you know, you ever see like a skin laying on the floor? Well, it's kind of like that, just a miniature version of that. So I actually just cut out, every one of them are different. I cut out just random shapes, all 4, to make placemats. And you can actually watch these. I mean, what a great way to use what you have and make something fun and interesting. And it's really kind of wild. When we're trying to design and try to be inspired by certain things, try to think of something that has inspired you and try to pull it all together with the things that I've tried to do here. See, it doesn't cost a lot of money, and it doesn't take a lot to do these things. You know, there's certain ways, there's a process to make things happen, and just you have to figure out the process. And once you do, voila.